People often complain that their plastic crack doesn't have enough variety in Marvel Legends. I'm going to put that theory to the test with the power of math and see what are the most overproduced Marvel Legends figures. What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt, often called Big Nerdy. We are the NWO, the Nerd World Order, and this is Nerdzoic. If it's your first time coming across this little corner of YouTube, welcome. I'm all about toys, nerdiness, and you know, that pretty much sums it up. I've been collecting toys a long time, 20 years to be exact, and forever I've heard people saying like, oh, they make too many Iron Man and Spider-Man and Boba Fett, and we want some variety in our characters. Is that our perception that they make a ton of these characters, or is that reality? Before we go into it though, a couple of quick rules to make sure you understand how this was put together. First of all, we did not count any sets or 2-packs. Secondly, we were very selective about which people who took over a mantle we counted as that character. For example, we did not count Jane Foster as Thor, but we did count Miles Morales as Spider-Man, and it was kind of murky, I'm not gonna lie. We also only counted variants if I deemed them worthy of being counted, and I kind of based that on, was it different enough from the original figure to worth being counted as a new figure? We got all this information from a combination of Action Figure 411 and Figure List. If my math is correct, these 10 characters account for 22% of all Marvel Legends ever made. So yeah, we got a lot of figures to talk about considering there's been over 1,000 Legends made. Real quick, before we go to number 10, I want you to pause this video, go down to the comments, and tell me who you think the top 3 are, in any order. And then at the end of the video, go back and see how close were you. Coming in at number 10 is the Punisher, with 11 total Marvel Legends figures, the most valuable of which is the 2017 Netflix Punisher from the Man-Thing Build-A-Figure series, which goes for $47. The Punisher first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man number 129 back in 1974, and he has the distinction of being my favorite character, well, tied for my favorite character with Daredevil. Gotta admit, I was really surprised that Frank had this many figures. I did not expect to see him in the top 10, but if I ever do this list again, I do expect to see him fall out of the top 10, because with his symbol being co-opted in other places, they might kind of shy away from making him for a bit. All I'm asking for, though, bring back the John Bernthal Punisher. I just want to hear it one more time. Russo! Coming in at number 9 is Black Widow, with a grand total of 12 Marvel Legends, the most valuable of which came in 2014 as part of the Winter Soldier wave, which goes for $40. The Black Widow first appeared in Tales of Suspense number 52 back in 1964. Black Widow obviously has benefited from being in the MCU. She only had like 1 or 2 figures before she appeared in the MCU. Now she's on the top 10 list. What does the future hold for her, considering her character was killed off? Who knows? Coming in at number 8 is Venom, with 14 figures, the most valuable of which is the 2015 Superior Venom figure, which, yes, I know is technically Otto Octavius, but I counted it. I made the rules, okay? That figure's from the Rhino Build-A-Figure wave, and it's going for about $130. Venom first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man number 298 back in 1986, and has quickly become a staple character in the Marvel Universe. With another movie on the way, I expect him to continue to get pumped out in figure form, and continue to be one of the most made figures, or characters as a figure, that is. Coming in at number 7 is Thor, with 15 figures, the most valuable of which is his 2011 Comic-Con exclusive, which goes for over $100. Shocker that the Comic-Con exclusive is the most valuable. Thor first appeared in Journey into Mystery number 83 back in 1962, and assuming that he remains in the MCU in some form, I imagine he's going to continue to be pretty high up there in the figures produced list. Sometimes I like to mess with my wife by acting like Thor. It's kind of fun. Another! Delicious, another! And it rarely ends well. Coming in at number 6 is Deadpool, with 17 figures, the most valuable of which came out in 2018, and it's his X-Force figure, which goes for $42, which is a new and kind of surprising thing because it's always been his Juggernaut Bath figure. Deadpool first appeared in New Mutants number 98 back in 1991, and is one of the most popular characters in all of comic books at this point. I'm really surprised that he's this high up on the list. I thought, or this low on the list, I guess. I thought he'd be closer to the top, because I feel like we get a Deadpool figure every other week. But no. With the Fox X-Men universe gone and Deadpool being slightly too adult for the MCU, I don't really know what the future of the Deadpool figures hold because we don't know what the future of Deadpool holds, other than making random reaction videos on YouTube with 𝐒𝐲𝐿.
We also have a guest reactor this week, 𝐒𝐲𝐿, who was not my first choice.
Coming in at number 5 is the Incredible Hulk with 20 figures. The most valuable of those figures is the 2019 retro vintage carded Hulk that was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive and is currently going for about $117. First appearing in Incredible Hulk number 1 back in 1962, he was created by the makers Stan Lee and Jack Kirby themselves. I was really surprised to see that the Hulk had this many figures, considering almost all of his figures are kind of hard to get on the secondary market for a decent price. That said, I think we can expect to see a lot more Hulk in the future, which is good Hulk happy. Coming in at number 4 is Captain America with 26 figures, the most valuable of which is his 80th anniversary figure, which is going for about $86 currently. First appearing in Captain America Comics number 1 back in 1941 by punching Hitler in the face, I'm really surprised to see Cap so high up on this list as well. I did not think we've gotten that many Captain America figures, but we really have. We've gotten a lot of them. I don't really know what to expect in the future with it though, considering that Steve Rogers is no longer Captain America. I don't know how many more Steve Rogers Captain America figures we can expect, aside from ones based on the comics. As far as just Captain America the Mantle, yeah, the future's bright still, and always will be, in my imagination at least. Coming in at number 3 is Wolverine with 27 figures, so he just nudged out Captain America, and his most valuable is the 2018 Wolverine figure from the Age of Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave that's going for about $57 currently. Wolverine first appeared in the Incredible Hulk number 180 back in 1974, and is quickly become one of the most popular characters. I'm actually really surprised that he was this close to Captain America in total figures made. I thought that he would be way higher. Because let's face it, everybody loves Wolverine, including me. I love that little runt. In fact, if I had superhero powers, I'd probably want his. I want like the claws, but more specifically, that whole regeneration and invulnerability thing. That sounds pretty good. We're down to the top 2. Will your confirmation bias be confirmed? What order will they end up in? Or will you be completely shocked by somebody being in there you didn't expect? I don't know. Are you ready? Thanks, Bonesaw, but I wasn't talking to you. Alright, let's do this. Let's go to number 2. Coming in at number 2 with a whopping 40 Marvel Legends figures is Iron Man. Surprisingly, the most valuable of these is the Mark 85 from the Endgame Fat Thor Build-A-Figure wave, which is going for somewhere in the $60 to $80 range depending on the day. Iron Man figures are a solid decision for Hasbro whenever they make them because you can pretty much guarantee they're going to sell through, so it's like a guaranteed cash investment. I'm telling you, whenever you're getting close to like quarterly meetings, they're probably like, hey, we need a shot in the arm, what should we do? Let's release an Iron Man figure, boss. That's kind of how I imagine it happens. Why is John Laurinaitis working for Hasbro in my imagination? All right, number 1. I think it's going to shock you because it's not who you think it is. Coming in at number 1 is Quicksilver.
You didn't see that coming?
Yeah, you didn't see that coming, did you? Okay, it's not Quicksilver. I just wanted a reason to put that movie clip in. Also, get your Infinity War Quicksilver figure at the Nerdzoic toy store. No, in reality, the most made figure, it's who you expected, Spider-Man with 45 figures. First appearing in Amazing Fantasy number 15 back in 1962, I don't think this shocks anybody at all. Spider-Man's popularity is obviously linked to his amazing runs in comic books over the years, but if you're looking to read them, it can be kind of stressful and kind of overwhelming. That's why I made this video up here that shows you how to jump into reading Spider-Man comics if you have no idea where to start. Trust me, check out the video, it will help. Till next time, remember, you have to get old, but you don't have to grow up. All you need to do is be cool and stay nerdy. Later!